Gather around Pure Skill family. This is your boy Sharif, and we're talking about how to be better artists. Today, we're talking about progression, not perfection. I know you guys heard me say that a few times on the channel already, and I'm going to continue to say this because that's one of the main things that helped me throughout my art journey. And I don't want to even make it sound like my art journey's ended or I'm just the GOAT at art or something like that. No, I'm still going through it and I'm still learning new things. And as I learn, I will continue to update you guys because I'm here on this journey with you. And if I ever learn anything new or contrary to what I've told you guys, of course, I will come back and tell you guys otherwise. But art is progression, not perfection. When you get this understanding, you will, first of all, the stress level will go way down because that's one of the main things that has us stressed and anxious about our art most of the time. We're sitting up here drawing stuff or making things and spending hours on end on it, and then you get to the end and you're like, it's not good. Not good is not a thing. Like understand that nothing you make is just not good. It has to have a reason that it's not good. There has to be a compositional error. You made a mistake somewhere. When you understand that, you'll understand that all you have to do is progress the next time. Do it better the next time. Pinpoint that error and do it better the next time. I remember I would sculpt these characters on my computer, and one of the main things that was the issue with them was the hair. I watched so many tutorials on hair, how to make hair that's in 3D and game ready, so how to sculpt it. I learned all about hair. And I'm not even the GOAT at hair right now, but I'm way better than when I started because I understood that it's progression and not perfection. When you look at your art piece and you can say confidently that yes, this is way better than the last piece, or just slightly better than the last piece, or I fixed that, then I did, then I fixed that portion. I did that portion way better than I did last time. Anything that you can say was better than the last time is progression. Don't worry about being perfect because you're not perfect. You're never gonna be. And if anybody who is perfect, their art is trash because art, perfect art, is eliminates the idea of art. If you wanted something perfect, we can take photos, and that'll be that. But art, making mistakes as an artist is what gives us our style. What gives us stylized art. It gives us that unique, juicy look. That that to our art. It's what makes my characters look different than Joe's characters. Looks different than Sally's characters. It's what makes art. That our mistakes is what makes our art human, which makes our art better, I believe. Art is progression, not perfection. You don't I would even go as far as saying you don't want to be perfect with your art. You always want to have something that you can say, "Oh, I want to improve better on that." Because if you can say that, if you can pinpoint what you can improve on that, then your art journey isn't over. If you get think about it. If you're playing a video game and you've aced the video game, got 3 stars, got all the coins, you defeated all the enemies, you're maxed out on your level player, are you going to continue playing that game just because you can? No, the game is boring now. You're just doing stuff now for no reason. You can't progress no more in the game. So why would you keep on playing that game? That's the same thing with art. If you was perfect at your art, if you ever get perfect at your art's gonna now just be boring. You won't have no more problems to solve when you're doing your art. You'll just be acing everything and it'll just be an endless stream of just perfection, perfection. And you'll become a machine and not a human. And it's not as good. If you want perfection, take a picture. If you want art, look for what's not perfect. Look for what you can progress on. That's art. That's art. You don't want to be perfect. You don't I remember in my one of my anatomy classes, we would do these critiques. And I was, of course, one of the top in the class. I've been doing art way before that class. I've been self-taught most of my life, and it's kind of hard going into college now. And getting taught art, I now entered into an art school, and now I'm being taught art. And of course, I'm learning different things because I'm not perfect, but at the same time, it's kind of new and different because people are teaching me and I'm not teaching myself, and I kind of have to give up that self-taught title, or maybe I don't have to give it up. But of course, the point of me saying that is I've been doing art way longer, way longer than when I started my college journey. And I was in my one of my anatomy classes, and of course we did critiques, and what the teacher would have us do is critique each other instead of her critiquing us. She would critique us occasionally, and she would always have some, that was her job, knowing how to critique someone, but she did it nice and polite. um but one of the students saw my art, and I was, of course, one of the top in the class, and he was just in awestruck of what I did. And um she partnered me and him to critique it, and he just said to me, "Oh, I don't know what I could critique on yours. Yours is just perfect. Yours is just perfect." And the first time I took it as a compliment, I was just like, "Okay, whatever." The second time, because she paired us up again, he said the same thing. So what I did was I pointed out what I saw because I knew that it wasn't perfect, and I just pointed out what I saw, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's true." And then even though I was pointing out an imperfection in my art, even though when someone gave me a compliment, I was pointing out how they was wrong about that, I still felt good about it because it was me understanding that I'm not perfect and I could have progressed in something. I made a mistake. And for the reasons I already explained, that is a good thing. You don't really want to accept, oh, your art is perfect. You might, of course, what you want as an artist is for someone to look at your art and say, wow, that's great. That's awesome. But you have to always understand when someone says that, it's only because they can't do it to that level themselves. It's not because your art is actually perfect. And when you understand that, and I know it's a hard truth to understand, when you understand that someone out there is doing better than you, when you understand that, it always pushes you forward. It always makes you feel like, okay, I gotta get better. I gotta get better. I gotta get better. When you understand that, I'm telling you, your art is just gonna be on another level. When you get to that point when you can control when you want to put all your effort into your art, and when you don't, when you want to lay back, it's another ball game. You have to, it's like controlling a basketball, dribbling. You when you control how that ball moving and where it goes, it's another level than just bouncing and hoping it comes back to your hand. When you bounce it and you know it's gonna come back to your hand, it's another level. It's the same thing with art. When you have full control over what you do here and what you do there and how the pencil moves and all of that, it's another level. I want y'all to give that a try. Look for where you can improve in every art piece you do. Look for it. Never just say it's perfect. It can be good. Your art is always good because you spent your time and you put passion into it. That's what makes your art good. But understanding that it's not perfect and you can do better is what makes the next piece better and greater. I want y'all to give that a try. Tell me how it was. Tell me how it works for you. Comment, subscribe, like, help support the family. I'll see y'all in the next one, y'all.